Did you know that one of the biggest roadblocks to losing weight and keeping it off is your own body? That's right, your body is fighting against you. You see, weight loss is not a natural thing, and we each have a set weight that our body is comfortable at. Rapid weight loss initiates different hormonal changes in our body that work to bring our weight back. These hormonal changes were really important when we were hunting and gathering our food and didn't know where our next meal was coming from. For most of us, though, it can be a huge reason of why we struggle to keep our weight off. The most frustrating thing, though, is that it can take up to 1 to 2 years for your body to get used to its new weight. Until that point, you really can't let up on your dieting if you're wanting to have long-term success. Hi, I'm Dr. Erik Richardson, a board-certified family practice physician. I'd like to welcome you to Family Med, a channel that focuses on giving you practical and accurate information to help you and your family. As you can see, in today's video, we're going to be going over some of the most common roadblocks that are keeping you from your weight loss goals. This is the first video in a 2-part series that's going to dive into this important topic. Struggles with weight loss are a universal problem. We've all had difficulties at some point with being able to lose weight or keep it off. In fact, obesity is a huge problem in the United States as well as the world. According to the CDC, over 42% of adults and almost 20% of children in the United States are obese. The hard part, though, is that most of all those who are obese at one point or another have made attempts to lose weight, and most of the time they aren't successful. That's the frustrating part, and although there is no magic cure for everybody, there are some common problems that stand in the way of being able to lose weight. We just went through one of those, but understanding all of them and finding ways to overcome them can go a long way in helping you have better success. So let's see what else you can do. The next roadblock we're going to talk about is the idea that in order for us to lose weight, we need to be hungry. Now, it's true that weight loss happens when we enter in what we call the calorie deficit. This means that we burn more calories than we're taking in. What that doesn't mean, though, is that you need to be hungry in order to lose weight. The key to being able to maintain a calorie deficit and still not be hungry is focus on foods that are high in fiber, proteins, and healthy fats. These foods take longer to digest and will keep you feeling full longer. Another trick is to eat smaller meals and healthy snacks more frequent. If you enter a meal and are not starving, you tend to eat less and take in less calories. The third roadblock builds on the last one. This is when we mistake hunger for food cravings. There's a big difference between being hungry and just really wanting that carb-loaded, sugary-sweet snack that you're seeing on the TV. Food addiction is a very real thing and is one of the biggest reasons that we're overweight. Many of the foods that are part of our main diet are specifically designed to trigger chemical processes in our brain that stimulate the pleasure centers. There's a reason that the potato chip company advertises, "I bet you can't eat just one." A helpful exercise is to sit back, look at your relationship with food. When do you eat? Why do you eat? When is it that you eat more? Step back and compare the behavior of somebody who is addicted to cigarettes to your own relationship with food. I think you'll be surprised at how similar they may be. Stepping back and asking yourself if you're feeling hunger or are you feeling a craving can be an important first step in getting this under control. Now, if you find that this is a big part of your problem, talk to your doctor, a counselor, or a trusted friend because there are things that can be done to help. The fourth roadblock that we're going to talk about is your thyroid. Having a low thyroid can contribute to weight gain. So if you're struggling, it isn't a bad idea to get some blood work to check and see how yours is functioning. Be aware though, studies looking at this have not shown low thyroid to be a large contributor to weight gain for most people. Everybody comes into the office hoping that the thyroid is to blame for most of their weight, and unfortunately, it usually just isn't the case. Get it checked to be sure, but there are other things that likely are contributing more. Now, just a quick word of warning against using thyroid supplements to help you lose weight. Studies have shown that excess thyroid can help produce some weight loss. However, it includes a negative risk of some significant consequences like loss of muscle and bone mass, as well as certain heart problems. As well, once you stop the excess thyroid, any weight loss you had usually comes back. The next roadblock we're going to talk about is a fear that eating healthy is too expensive. Many think that in order to be healthy, it has to be organic and brought fresh at the farmer's market, but that's not the case. Expensive organic produce can be great, but it's not necessary for better health and weight loss. Fresh fruits and vegetables are of course the best, but focus on foods that are in season, as well as buy frozen fruits and vegetables because they're usually just as nutritious and much less expensive. Focus on more plant-based recipes, like ones that use dried beans and lentils, which are full of fiber and protein and very affordable, and steer clear of ones that incorporate expensive meats. Foods that are higher in fiber and protein also fill you up more quickly and help you feel satisfied longer. So by eating this way, you tend to eat less food, so pay attention to serving sizes and you'll be amazed at how much less you really need to buy. One of the more common roadblocks that I see frustrate people is that they simply get overwhelmed. If you have 100 pounds to lose, the thought of starting on that journey and feeling like you have to maintain it your whole life can be overwhelming to anybody. I found though that one of the most important things you can do is set smaller, short-term goals. Maybe just make a goal to lose 10 pounds. Work to that over the next few months and see what kind of success you can have. Once you achieve that goal, then make another. Bit by bit, you're going to be successful. And don't do it alone either. Find a friend, family member, or an online support group, whatever is available that can help you, encourage you along this path. So don't do it alone. Well, the last one is lack of time. Now this is one that we all struggle with, but out of all of them, it's just an excuse. We all have the same amounts of hours in the day. Different work and life schedules can certainly add challenges. However, it doesn't mean that you can't do it. Frankly, you don't have the time not to work on a healthy life. If you don't take the time now, then your body's going to force you to take the time later when you're happy to come and visit me. So sit down once a week, make a schedule. Make time for meal prep and exercise. You can't afford not to. Okay, so there you go. That's the first part of our two-part series on what is keeping you from your weight loss goals. When the second part's released, I'll put it in a link up here out to the side. But until then, start working on these roadblocks in your life. Don't feel like you need to tackle everything all at once. Pick one goal and work on it. Then move on once you achieve it. Bit by bit, you're going to find success. Persistence is the key. Getting to a healthy weight is absolutely worth it and possible. So get out there, get to work, and make your health a priority. Well, thanks for watching today. I really hope that you found this to be helpful. If you did, make sure to give this video a like and share it with your friends. It helps our channel to grow and reach others that may need this in their life. And don't leave without subscribing, hitting that notification button so you don't miss out on any of our future content. We so appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next video.